Hi, I'm Leslie Marie.
And I'm Natalia,
And this is the While You're Early, We're Fashionably Late podcast.
where we talk about the clothing we wear and the untold but very true stories about why we wear what we wear. Hello! Another week.
Another episode.
Woo-woo.
My hair looks really put together normally, but like right now in here, it looks like it's in shambles.
In person, it feels good. And
It feels good.
It feels good.
Okay.
I'm going for that spiky look.
Love it.
Because today's podcast episode is
Y2K.
woo-woo. I'm just going to be saying woo-woo today.
Why? Is that your thing today?
I don't know.
Woo, woo.
It might be. We'll see.
I might annoy everyone because I have a... Ow.
Why would you do that next to the...
I'm so sorry. I just want them to
Mic.
see that it's real. Well, if you're watching the YouTube video, you know it's real. But
We're not in IKEA, so it should not be fake. Anyways.
Let me tell you a little bit. Natalie got a little caught off guard because originally this episode we were supposed to film later on. And we kind of had to shift it and move it. So we're a little unprepared, but I think we're prepared enough. Yeah.
Here.
So
Anyways, without further ado, even though you can't see us with the Spotify, but our outfits today are radiating a certain time period that is iconic. Iconic. Also, first
Y2K.
Okay, don't.
They can't tell.
Okay. I'm gonna cut that
She
off.
thinks
I got a
Okay.
bug bite, a spider bite. You know where? In the worst part ever. On my neck. And it's
Is
red.
that the worst spot though that you could get a bug bite?
I mean, because I work for the next 3-4 days.
Oh,
yes,
so it's
it
like
is.
near your face. Yeah.
I have to interact with people.
Concealer and band-aids, baby. Easy.
Anyways, before I was really interrupted by myself.
Okay.
Anyways, with our outfits, but you can't see us if you're hearing us. But our outfits are radiating. Leslie?
Y2K.
Y2K.
I was inspired by the queen, the legend, the person that I've looked up to since I was 5
Yes.
years old, Lizzie McGuire, aka Hilary Duff, aka
Woo-hoo!
I still look up to her. So let's talk about your fashion inspo for today.
My fashion inspo. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of radiating which is so out of it. Okay, actually no. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm kind of radiating 13 going on 30 Jenna Rink with her
We
hair.
love it. Okay.
Like with the spiky, you know, like that outfit that she has, her hair like spiky.
yes,
then-
where she's in her office writing with her Lisa
Yes,
Frank.
mhm.
Yeah.
And
love
then I
it.
feel like the big sleeves. Like I think
Yeah.
she wore something like a little cardigan or something.
Yeah. Also, I love your makeup today. I feel like it is radiating Jenna Rink. Love
Jenna
it.
Rink. Yeah.
Jenna Rink and Lizzie McGuire.
And I made sure to put my earrings today because last time I forgot, and I was like, I feel naked on my earrings,
Yeah.
on my ears.
Okay.
Anyways,
That works.
yeah.
But yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the history of Y2K. Even though technically, I mean, it's been 20 years. But
Damn!
2 decades, people.
2 decades.
Yes. But probably, okay, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
23.
It's insane.
Last time you
It
guys
feels like-
heard me,
Yeah.
saw me.
She
Okay,
was 22.
I was 22, guys. In those 2 weeks that we were off, I turned 23.
You turned 23.
So 2 decades, I'm like, shoot, that's right, because I'm 23.
Yeah, your age is literally the year. I don't know how
That's
you
so
would forget
hard.
that.
That's so, there's people that do forget. My own father would be like, how old are you? And I was like, what year is it? And he'd be like, 2022. And I was like, okay, so then take the first 2 numbers, and the last 2 is what,
22.
how old I am or I'm going to be.
As Taylor Swift said.
22. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I was like there.
Yeah,
and my
no.
mic said 22.
Okay, I don't think people will sign up to listen to us sing. So let's talk about Y2K, right? I feel like there was 2 eras of Y2K
Yes.
within Y2K.
Mhm.
So we're going to talk about the first one. And then depending on your guys' feedback, we'll probably talk about the second half. So
Weirdly enough, though, I found this out because we're talking about 2 time
Yes.
periods. The Y2Ks, even though 2Ks means what, like the 2000s,
2000s,
right?
yeah.
So I found out that originally the Y2K fashion era began in 1997.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then it technically, I think it was the whole year because it ended in
was a
2007.
decade. Yeah.
But it's funny because I was like, I would have never thought of it to actually start in 1997.
Yes.
When it's 3 years till we get to the 2000s.
I think it was because everyone had the fever of millennial time, you know? And so I go back and I think of movies like Xenon or
I was just gonna think. I was thinking of that, and I was like, what is it called?
Or like even like your favorite movie of all time, She's All That.
Love that movie. She's All That. She's the man. Yeah. She's a queen.
She's a queen. She's a queen. But those movies, even though they're in the 90s-ish, early 2000s, I feel like they still radiate that kind of energy, or they introduce that kind of energy.
Definitely.
You know? Because earlier on in the 90s, it was very grunge, but later on, it was very Y2K.
It was very much like the Vivienne Westwood, like, type of clothing and stuff. Which is kind of cool.
Which is a bit punk princess Y2K.
Why? It's a good transition, though, too, into the Y2K.
Yeah. And I love it so much. Also, I have a playlist.
It's so good, guys. It's so good. Yeah. It's like, my thing is like...
It's called Punk Princess.
Punk Princess, yes.
Oh,
all the songs.
Early 2000s or something like that?
All the songs are... And then she has a picture, is it Phoebe Bridgers?
Yes.
In like a white dress. But like, we know who Phoebe Bridgers is. Like,
yeah, but she's still a punk princess.
But it's so cool. I was like, I love this. I love this playlist.
I feel like that's the playlist I have the most followers at.
Yes.
Because everyone loves it. You
really
are
good.
Welcome. I know I'm doing God's work. I'm making my playlist.
We should link it, you know?
Yeah. We'll probably link it. Yeah. On the Instagram.
Yeah.
Or put it on our feed.
There's so much noise. I feel like the mic might catch it. And there's so much noise. Didn't want to interrupt you.
If you didn't know, we do Music Mondays where we put our playlist every Monday of what we're listening to, depending on that episode. So we'll link it there.
And it's our most listened to music.
On our Instagram.
So right now we'll listen to "It's a Bad Idea," right? No, bad idea.
Yeah.
Right. Boy, Olivia Rodrigo. I don't know
feel
why
like
I
she's a Y2K princess.
Definitely. She's
Even
bringing
though,
it back.
Yeah, even though she technically was born
Laughed.
she was born in that time, but
Well, yeah.
yeah.
I have more of a right. I was born in 2000. Just kidding.
You're literally Y2K.
Just kidding.
But what was I going to say? Okay, so basically Y2K is broken down into two parts for us, right? I feel like the first part is very early, or like late 90s, early 2000s, right? Where you think about like She's All That, you think about like Lizzie McGuire, you know? And then it kind of ends around 2004, 2003. That's like the first half.
Okay.
And then the second half, which people, if you were in middle school around this time, you will vividly remember. We're going into like 2006, 2007, where this was very much where like Nelly Furtado was. Yes, she was queen. And then also, I feel like at every middle school play, they had all her music.
Especially in the dance. I mean, I don't know. I was still elementary, but I'm assuming it was in the dances.
And then very much, if you guys know, Jersey Shore. I know that was a little bit later, but it's around that time.
I have a story.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I have a story.
Nelly swore I was Snooki. Anyways, but I feel like it's very significant. I also remember like shopping at like Wet Seal because like you felt older, and like there's a lot of Y2K.
Forever 21.
Yeah, early like Forever 21. It was like very,
especially because I feel like Forever 21.
Papaya.
Yeah, and I see because like Forever 21 was like that like big fashion like brand
at the
moment, like where now it's like Zara or Aritzia, but like then it was like Forever 21. So all the girls want to shop there, and especially because like Forever 21 was doing like the different pops of color that had to relate to the Y2K.
Also, I don't know if you saw, but at Urban Outfitters they brought back the glittery bags that everyone would wear, where they had like sequins sewn into it. I kind of want to get one, but it's very reminiscent of that time,
that era.
Yes, which I feel was like towards like mid to late 2000s.
And it's funny because like during the Y2K, like what were the pants that they would wear? The low rise, right?
Yeah.
The other day,
it was like kind of like wide leg a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love a good wide leg pants. Yes. I have a few, not too low rise, like they're like a little bit
mid-rise.
Mid-rise. Anyways, I had this lady come in the other day at work, and she was talking to me about how like the old styles that when she was in middle school, which is the Y2K,
low rise,
came back. And she's like, and I have nieces, she's like, that are like out shopping for like the low rise. And she's like, mentally in myself, I'm like, oh no, like I need to stop this before it happens, because it's like a canon event, you know? Like when we go back, like, you know, like styles come back and stuff. And she was like, it was just like the low rise, like era-ish of Y2K. She's like, it was just so horrible because it was like, if you're not super thin, it doesn't look good. She's like, where I'm just like, okay, but like, I don't want she's like, my nieces to be in that mentality.
I feel like we had that drastic change because then like in the late 2000s, like 2008, 2010, that's when skinny jeans were a thing. So it went from one extreme to the other.
It went a little bit higher, but it went really, really tight.
But really, really tight.
Especially when the men were wearing it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
and then after that, they were wearing like the baggy pants. Yeah, and I was like,
I feel like we're getting into different eras, but yeah. So we're talking about Y2K, and I think I don't know. For me, it's very significant that those were two different eras within Y2K. So we're talking about the first half, which is very much like
I feel like I'm right on you. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I was like,
she's falling asleep. The coffee is not hit yet.
It's just very gloomy outside today.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, and I feel like also during Y2K, I'm thinking of Lizzie McGuire because that's like the main thing that I remember because of you watching it.
Yeah, I was
it's
obsessed.
Like the chunky heels, the one braid, the little glitter and stuff.
I still remember there's an episode, which I'm kind of channeling that shirt, but she has this like white shirt with butterflies all over it. And then it was like picture day, like I think that was like the episode. And she had these like denim jeans that she had just got, and they were like glittery, but then they were like kind of wide leg. And I don't know, I thought she was so cool. So
also, it's funny though, because I'm gonna correlate. I don't know I think we mentioned it, but because we got cut off a lot in our Barbie, both audio and video, we mentioned how Lizzie McGuire would have made a good like Barbie. Yeah, because like she was Barbie during that era. Yeah, for us. So I feel like now seeing her as a grown up, and she still talks about Lizzie McGuire, you're just like,
I know. She's so wholesome to me.
Yes.
She went to the Taylor Swift concert too. And I was like, that is so cute when worlds collide. I don't know.
So I'm like, that was your first ever Barbie. Like, you looked at her when you were little, you're like, that's Barbie. And then
I mean, I did have my Barbies, but I feel like seeing someone who wasn't an animated character or who wasn't just a doll, like...
Which I say,
that was... Well, at that time, I mean, so... Seeing Lizzie McGuire, I was like, I want to be her when I grow up. Yeah. I still want to be her when I grow up.
And she's not even that old.
I know. Oh, well, I also want to be Hillary Duff when I grow up, too. So, yeah. Hillary, if you're listening to us, we love you.
This is your biggest fan.
I am your biggest fan.
Biggest fan.
Not in a creepy way, just in, like, I admire everything you do.
Yeah. No, and it's funny though, because like there's like times where she's like what she wears, like when she posts on Instagram and stuff, and I'm like, that's like something you would wear, and I'm just like, and then I sent it to Leslie. I'm like, this is something that you would wear. Like you're. I feel like
I also do it like unconsciously at this point now.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, is that the right word?
Yeah. Like where she was such a big part of my life in like when I was little, from like 5 to like 7, 8. That like I was like. I don't know, that like now I just like radiate her energy without thinking about it. Another person who's very significant, I think, especially in like street style, is Victoria Beckham in the early 2000s.
Yes. Yeah,
because that's when she was like married to
David Beckham. She was still in Spice Girls,
like towards the end.
Yeah. But it also, because, like, I feel like she was just, like, a blueprint of, like, a good Y2K, like...
Also, her short hair, iconic.
Yes.
Loved it. Also, she would go out in just, like, white tank tops and denim jeans and flip-flops, but it looked so good.
Like, I think it just has to depend a lot of how you present yourself when you're wearing that, because people are going to be like, I didn't do my hair. But she was like, I guess I kind of did my hair. I guess I kind of did my makeup. But then, like, it was just so put together. Yeah. And that's what makes a good street style outfit. Like, she was able to do that type of thing, you know?
Yeah, like, it came naturally to her.
So I'm like...
Yeah. Also, the queen, Britney Spears.
Especially when she shaved her head.
No, that was towards the end. That was...
It's okay. I don't judge. I'm
not going to say that. Okay, but what the picture that I'm thinking, obviously her music videos, right? We know, we love. But my favorite red carpet moment was when she was with Justin Timberlake. The all denim look.
That is so iconic.
The epitome of Y2K.
That is iconic. I think mostly because it was like, she rocked that outfit. She rocked that outfit.
Like, who said I can't wear denim on denim? Because we're doing denim on denim with extra denim.
I don't know if it's right. I have to investigate. But I think there was, like, there's something people were talking about her during that time. So when she showed up to the red carpet wearing that, it was like a statement of what people were talking about. And everyone was like, that's why it was more iconic at that time as well. Because I think people were like saying something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I watched this on TikTok. And but I forgot to tell you.
Yeah. The tea from 20 years ago.
And so her wearing that denim outfit, especially with Justin Timberlake, like it was like a statement she made. And I was like, women talk to people who like talk bad about her through their outfits, through how they're doing.
Yes, I do.
So it's like, you're a bitch. I'll be like, I'm a bad bitch now. And then dress like,
look at my outfit.
It's like, you're a little girl. I'm a beautiful little girl, and like dress like all cutesy and all that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like you could say a lot with your outfit.
Dos, uno, Fergalicious. I could rap that whole song, guys.
Do you want to rap it right now for them?
No.
Because Freggy, an icon of Y2K, could be watching. Let's do it.
Freggy, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that to myself.
No? Okay. So, going back to who else was iconic. I mean, there's a lot of people in that time period.
Here's some of our favorites. Those are some of our favorites.
But those are some of our favorites. I think also, going back to the rom-coms of that time, love. We have 13 Going on 30.
Miss
Jennifer Garner, Queen. We have How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That yellow dress.
That is an iconic.
That Knicks outfit. I want to go to a Knicks basketball game, just to wear her outfit.
To recreate, yeah.
And to make a man go get me a Diet Coke. That's
when they're about to score.
That's literally all.
That's how you get them, ladies. Yes. Tell me if they're the right man, if they do it.
And then him getting punched in the face, and then hugging me outside. Mm-hmm. You know, that scene, iconic. Anyways, also, sorry, which one?
I was gonna say 27 Dresses. But is it during that time?
I mean, it's towards the end of it. A little bit, yeah. Towards the end of it, yeah.
It's just like the dresses, like they're just so cute.
Yeah.
Like also,
it's so precious,
so precious.
Also, I mean, our queen Hilary Duff. Your favorite movie, Natalie? A Cinderella Story.
That's your favorite movie.
It's both of our favorite movies.
Okay.
Yeah, you like she's.
Okay, but like your Cinderella Story is with Hilary Duff. Mine is with Selena Gomez.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was my time, and I was like, ooh.
I mean, I feel like we could talk about Selena in the second half because I feel like Wizards of Waverly Place was very influential.
Iconic.
Demi
Lovato too for me.
Yeah, at that time. So that would be the second half. Mm-hmm. But then going off of that, those were movies, right? Which we can name a few. But also shows, I think. One show that comes to mind, especially having lived in the OC, is the OC itself.
The OC, yeah.
Miss Rachel Bilson.
Iconic.
We love her. And again, I know her street style is probably based in the end of Y2K, but in the show, she is very early Y2K.
Yeah.
Her character. Love.
I think the other one is, well, we know One Tree Hill. Yeah. Because it was like towards the end. But there's another one that we...
Gilmore Girls?
Yes, but
that's fall vibes.
There was something else. Because we watched that first before we watched the OC. When we binge watched that one time, we got COVID.
Yeah. We watched like all these shows.
Yeah, we watched another one. Which one was
One Tree Hill? Like during that time? Mm-hmm. One Tree Hill.
I don't know.
Gilmore Girls.
Not Gossip Girl. There's another one.
I don't know.
I need to look this up, guys.
Look it up.
You keep talking.
The only thing I could remember is Heart of Dixie, but that was like towards the end.
No, that was towards
the end. Which I also love that show.
Which was also Miss
Rachel Bilson. I think I was again, I should talk about it in the second half, but Rachel Bilson, her street style, especially in magazines, it was during the time when you would see her in InStyle magazine and they would break apart her outfit to see like where you can get it. I loved, like, I would literally save those because I was like, when I grow up, I want to dress like her.
Yeah.
So icon, queen. Also, speaking of One Tree Hill, Sophia Bush street style was amazing.
Yes.
And also the characters that she played during that time. Obviously, we know Brooke Davis. We love Brooke Davis. And then also in the John Tucker Must Die.
Yes.
Iconic. I feel like she's also someone that I look up to, not only as like a style icon, but I think just as a person in general. Like, I love everything she stands for. And I love, like, if you listen to a podcast with her or like a talk with her, like, I don't know, like your mind, you're just like, thank you for saying what I was thinking in such a, like, the way she talks is so, I don't know if elaborate is the word, but it's just like I don't know, like the way she says what she says,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, thank you, because I was thinking it, but I didn't know how to put it into words.
Put it out, yeah.
Another one too that you you love, is 10 Things I Hate About You.
Love that movie.
Which I feel like that also
Heath
works.
Ledger.
Yeah, Bring It On too.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I watched too much of Bring It On.
Bring It On, I did. I remember because it was like on
Veronica Mars.
Veronica
There we go.
Mars. How could we have forgotten?
I was like, there was somebody. I was like, it's such a good show.
Such an
Veronica
icon.
Mars. Oh my gosh, I yelled, guys.
Such
I'm
an
so
icon.
sorry.
I'm
I
so
yelled.
sorry.
It's just I saw it the picture.
Veronica Mars and Alias with Jennifer Garner. Those were shows. I feel like it goes back to like being empowered as a woman. Like those were the shows that you grew up with as like a little girl, and so watching them now back, you're just like, this was way ahead of its time. Like,
Yep.
I don't know who said yes to these shows, but we thank you for that.
Thank you, Hannah Montana.
Yeah, Kim Possible.
The Even Stevens, the sister.
Even Stevens. Yeah.
H2.
Oh,
Just Add Water. That was another one.
that was another
But
one.
it was Veronica Mars. I was like, we
Veronica
watched it
Mars.
before the OC because it was like in the same
Love.
area. Because now it's like technically in the same.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was like, what show? And I was
Love
like,
that show.
there you go.
She kicks butt in it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just iconic. Her wardrobe too. I
Yeah.
remember there's an episode where she has like a vest. I think it's like green, and then like a pink undershirt, like
know
a
what you're
bubble
talking about.
pink,
Yeah.
and then she has like a little hat. Those hats were so cute.
Yes, you had so many of those.
I had so many of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had sequins on everything. I loved it. I feel like also shopping at like Limited 2 during that time was a big one.
It's funny though because like
Thank God for my parents that would allow me to shop there. Because it was pricey.
it's funny because like okay, if you think about it, like when you think of Y2K, the main like clothing components was the low-rise jeans,
Low-rise jeans.
chunky heels, like or chunky sandals. And then you had like sequence tops or purses or even the belt. Remember you had a belt?
The sequence on the belt.
Yes.
Oh, I miss that.
And then you had like funky prints like this.
Yep.
And then, or like bright colors.
Clips in your hair.
The little flowers. Remember the little like kind of 70-ish style flowers on the top?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Little clips. Or you had like the braid and stuff.
I feel like it was a lot of graphic tees too that were like baby cut graphic tees.
Baby tees.
But they had like, say like if it was like butterflies, like the glitter would stand out. Or if it was like I remember I had like a Tweety shirt, and if I clicked the Tweety, it would like make a noise. So it was very like 3D like mini shirts.
Yeah.
If
Or
that makes sense.
I think when they like spray paint the shirts. And they do like a lot of like the
Tie-dye.
pink and the thing tie-dye
Yeah.
and like all this stuff. So it was kind of cool because it's like we had an idea of what it was, but people still made different outfits of them. So if you think about how you said like Victoria Beckham, like she had the low-rise jeans and then she had a white tank. The
Love it.
low-rise jeans and then the flip-flops are just like Y2K. Or if you saw her with like a sequin skirt and then like a baby tee, you're like Y2K. Like it's
Sequence was everything
Yes.
at that time.
Also, I think the hair had a lot to do. It was very spiky, very like how it is now, like slick back.
Yeah.
Like you had either like space buns.
Colored rubber bands.
Yeah. The little clips. I think of Miranda
Glitter.
from Lizzie
McGuire.
McGuire, her friend.
Yeah.
Like she was another version of Y2K, like but more grungy.
Yeah, more punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like another form of Y2K that we know and stuff.
Which I think that's something that I love, the duality of Y2K, which is very much like you can go very girly with it,
Yeah.
but you could also go very punk with it.
Yeah.
And so it depended on your mood for the day.
And it was a good transition between the how it was like the decade before of like that it was more grunge. Punk princess to Y2K because it was like you still got hints of it, but you still embrace more of the Y2K type of.
And I feel like every single part of your like outfit, especially accessories, would like go together. So if you had pink hair clips, you had a pink sequence belt and a pink purse and pink sandals. Like it was just like from head to toe, every detail.
Remember the I think it's
chokers.
The sweatpants from Cheetah
Juicy
Girls.
Couture.
Yes, the Juicy Couture where it was bedazzled on the butt.
Cheetah Girls was also
Yes.
iconic.
Also zebra prints.
Zebra prints.
Is it cheetah prints? I think there was
Cheetah
a
prints.
part.
Yeah.
Like they were just like the prints, but it wasn't like a brown and black. It was like purple and black, pink and like
It was pink and purple one. I remember I had like a little backpack and it was like a cheetah print, but it was pink and purple and it had sequins. And
So
I had all of my Lisa Frank stuff in there.
the little like workout headbands too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The ones,
the
but the ones that had the cheetah ones.
Yeah.
And then the workout ones too.
It was like your whole fit was coordinated, and even your purse too.
Yes.
Like it would match.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think obviously we talked about Paul Frank before. Paul Frank was a big designer during that time. Juicy Couture,
especially
was big.
for the baby tees.
Yes,
because it was like more of like a sporty baby tee because it had like the black lining. And
also, remember the ones that had like the monkeys that had like phrases on it that were kind of funny.
Yeah.
I remember you would go to like JCPenney and like you'd see those. I forget what the brand was, but yeah. Also like Lisa Frank. We had Hello Kitty stuff.
Your Lisa Frank
Love
collection.
I miss it so much. It's in storage right now. I literally, when I have my office, I am going to be Jenna Rink and I am going to have, I don't care if I'm signing checks with a glittered Lisa Frank pen. Like I will do it.
It's okay.
It's okay.
No one's gonna...
The duality of a woman.
No one's going to judge.
No one's going to judge.
But yeah, I think it's like a good thing. And I think how you said, like there's different versions / eras of the Y2K from the 1997 to 2007. And I think the OC and like even a bit of Leslie McGuire were towards the end of it. Yeah. And then we had like shows like Veronica Mars and like
in the beginning,
in the middle-ish, you know, the OC, not the OC, the One Tree
Hill.
Like movies like 13 Going on 30, like we had
also
those.
I feel like even like in Gilmore Girls, like
it was a fall Y2K.
It was a fall Y2K, but even that, like if you look at like Lorelai, like her outfits scream
Iconic,
Y2K.
Yeah,
Y2K.
I love the one. Okay, I love that one because I feel like now people wear them and you're just like, that's a perfect outfit. Yeah. But it was when she's running late.
Yes. To
Rory's first thing to drop her off, and she's wearing a shirt,
cowboy
a blazer, cowboy boots, and a tie-dye shirt.
It's so great.
It's a nice fit.
I would wear that right now.
Yeah.
I would wear that right now.
It's a nice fit. But then
and then the claw clip.
Yeah.
She had her little claw clip. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would wear that right now. I feel like also, I like how you mentioned that there was different phases throughout Y2K or different ways to style it.
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to my mind, kind of going off of the Barbie thing, is brats. I feel like there was 4 different brats, but they all had their style of Y2K.
One. It's funny though because they took out the movie, like the live action movie. It wasn't good, and I feel like it didn't really like focus on the fashion and like of brats that we knew.
Yeah.
But the movies, the animated movies did, and it was just so funny. Because okay, now you know how like we had Barbie.
Yeah.
Recently, the movie.
If we
people got
brats?
Barbie. Okay, we get brats, whatever, right? But did you see that Kylie Jenner did a collab with Bratz?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's like the first ever collab that Bratz has done with anything. And you get to collect the little stamps. So I was like, is this
the
beginning of Bratz? Like, are we bringing Bratz? And I'm like, if they make the movie, they have to do it right.
Yeah. Also, I feel like how you said the outfits were very iconic. I remember. Yeah, I remember. I don't know if you remember, but we had the DS, right? Yes. Nintendo DS. I had a white one. Natalie had a pink one, which had stickers and glitter everywhere. But we played the Bratz game, and you got to style them and do their makeup. That to me,
and then you had to feed the dog.
You had to feed the dog.
And then you had to do like little like
tasks to like buy outfits.
That I remember. Iconic. I'd always buy all the outfits. Yeah. Like I would always do all the little.
And you got to pick what Bratz you wanted to be.
And I would decorate it. Also to painting them like their makeup and all that stuff. And I was just like, this is so cool. Like I was in that moment. I was like, if I could like get those clothing in real life, I would wear them. Like I was like, I just want to channel my inner Bratz.
Yes, we love that.
So we were talking about icon like people who dressed in the Y2K. Yes. We missed a few.
Did we miss a few? Yes, we did.
Gwen Stefani.
Iconic. How could I not? You know why? Because I was thinking of Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes.
She gives me vibes of No Doubt in that time.
Yes.
Of Gwen Stefani. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
And then Queen. As well, like, but this is like very pop princess is Paris Hilton.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Paris
The
Hilton.
Simple Life.
Yes.
I would eat that show up as a 10-year-old. I should not have been watching MTV at that age, but I was. I wanted to be Paris Hilton.
Yes. Especially because, also, how can we forget?
Nicole Richie?
She was the one that was wearing the Juicy Couture type of sweatpants, like the set.
Love her.
You know, and then because Juicy Couture was a very known brand during that time because of those those sets.
Also, remember the purses and then the perfume.
Yes, isn't there one that Gwen Stefani did?
Yeah, the Harajuku one.
Yes, our aunt had it.
I love that vibe.
Our aunt had it.
I still have a makeup pouch that I got. So this is 12-year-old me making adult purchases. I went to Macy's. I thought I was like so cool. I went to the counter and I bought the Harajuku like perfume. I think it was like the mini, like the small travel size one. And then and then it came with like a free bag. I still have that bag to this day. Yeah. And it's like white and it's one of my favorite ones for pens and stuff. I have it in my little like old office. Old office. But yes, iconic. I forgot about her perfume.
Another known, I'm just kidding now. I was gonna say I was so done.
Another known designer, Natalie.
No, in my high school, I was in the fashion program, as we know from the first episode that I explained.
The finale.
We had that year's theme for the fashion show for everybody that was in the class, like have to pick a decade. And you were able to pick, like, if I chose 2000s, Leslie chose 2000s, like, that was okay. Like, it didn't have to be, like, one decade per person.
No, you guys could pick the same.
Realistically, you're only allowed, like, you were able to do just 5. Like, 5, you would pass the class.
5 outfits were the minimum because, obviously, I mean, you had
the whole school year.
Was it the whole school year? I thought it was the last half of the semester.
Well, you start planning the first half, and then you have the other ones.
The other half. So realistically, as a teenager in that time, right, with a full course,
I was like, also schedule, taking
after school programs, everything.
What was I?
The minimum was 5 outfits, right? Which it could be all 5 dresses or whatever, right? Natalie,
I accepted a challenge.
Like always, goes above and beyond in the best way possible. Because that collection slayed.
I did. You ready?
Drum roll, please.
20 outfits, head to toe. Like, I did shirt, bottoms, everything.
Not including the one she was wearing that she designed herself.
Yes.
So, in total, and one that you made for me. So, in total, 22.
Yes.
She was an icon. Or she is an icon.
And it was inspired by Y2K.
Y2K. You know what? Okay, we have to post this picture on the YouTube. One of the most memorable pieces of that collection, Natalie, I did the hair and makeup. We had glitter, we had space buns. It was great.
We had big, extravagant, like
my favorite one was the one that Dayanara wore.
That's my favorite.
It would literally look like an angel.
My thing was that, okay, during that time, I was obsessed with...
Talk about your experience, Natalie.
I was obsessed with Harry Styles and his, like, pants during that time. Yeah. Which was when he had released his first album, HS1. And he had those,
that long ago?
Those bootcut pants, but it was, like, very, like, out there prints, which was very different, but was very
It was like your grandma's couch print.
Yes, but it was very rock star of him to do that. Anyways, because of my love for Harry Styles, I said, I want to incorporate that. So I did pants like that.
They were beautiful.
They were
gold with, like, a blue, like a dark blue color.
Yeah, royalish blue. Beautiful. Anyways, at the same time, I was like, okay, what top can go with this? That could go good.
She said, we're going only angel, baby.
I literally, because then I decided to do, like I had so much tulle, because the tulle at the fashion, like, what is it called? From LA? Downtown LA, the fashion district. They had a sale for tulle. And I was like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to need it, but I'm like, someday I am. So I
think it was like $1 a yard or something.
So I bought so much tulle.
Natalie bought like $20 of
I bought a lot of tulle. So because of that, I said, I need to make a shirt because of it. I made a shirt. It is an off-the-shoulder one. And my thing was that it looked like an angel, like angel wings.
And then she had her hair up like you.
Yeah.
She had glitter
on
as the highlight.
Yes.
On her eyes. Like, she had this pretty lip. Like, it was like a pinky rosy color.
So cool.
And
she closed the show, guys.
She closed the show. Like, Dayanara, she'll probably be on the podcast eventually. Dayanara, like, she's always also, I feel like, the best.
So down to do it.
Yeah, she's like the best model too, because she loves.
And then, because I remember I told her, I was like, do you want to, because she had just started going to high school, and I was like, do you want to be, like, one of my models? Like, you'll get community service, like, all stuff. And she goes, yeah, you know? And then I told her, okay, I have this outfit for you. Like, I thought of it, and I was like, I specifically thought of Dayanara. And she was like, oh, definitely. So when she tries it on, she goes, I love this outfit. And I was like, it was
you still
made
have
for
it,
you.
too.
Yes, I still have it. Yeah. And I made another one that was similar to it with, like, the prints, but the prints was gold and lime green and then light blue.
That one was also cute.
And it was, like, a tube top type of top. top, and then in the bottom it had the tulle because I still had leftover.
I
tulle
think you
from
gave
another
me
one.
that one.
Yeah, and it was
like
like a 2-piece set. I'm
Gorgeous.
gonna try to find it, and I'm gonna try to wear it one day.
Yeah, for one of our
Yeah.
episodes. It's because like the thing was like I don't know how she made it, but she sewed 22 outfits in like 3 months.
I wanted to do a quick shout out to Daisy from my fashion class because with that tulle shirt that Dayanara wore, if she was not there with me, I don't know if I would have been able to sew it. She literally helped me sew it because I pinned it to like the mannequin.
Yeah. Tulle is tricky.
It is. And I did the whole set. So when we removed it, she was like, okay, like I'll pin it as you're removing it to make sure it stays. And then when we were sewing it, she was there with me because it's
like a 2-woman job.
Our machine kept getting stuck in other tools that we used, especially for hers because I was helping hers. She helped me out. When I tell you, after I was done, I was like, thank you, Daisy. So thank you so much because she was the one that helped me be able to sew that whole thing on. Yeah.
But iconic. Also, I don't know if we have videos of that, of your fashion show.
I do, yeah.
If you do, I think we're going to post it on the YouTube video.
Yeah.
So if you guys want the more exclusive version, it'll be like a little runway. But it was great.
We talk about true designers during that time, or like fashion brands that
you think of when you think of
Y2K.
Or maybe you forgot about, and we're bringing them back.
So, obviously, Juicy Couture.
Frank. Oh, yeah.
Paul Frank, yes.
Yeah.
The shirt.
I still, to this day, remember putting them on and feeling so cool.
Especially because the bedazzled.
And then mom telling me, like, take care of my jeans.
Yeah. You'd be like, put them on like a suit of armor, and then she'd be like, take care of it, and like, te pagaba todo. Like, you're just like,
you're right.
Damn.
I gotta take care of this.
You're like, you're right. And then you're like, don't look at it, don't touch it, like to everybody.
Don't swear, yeah.
Anyways, that is one. And then I mentioned it too as well, like Vivienne Westwood. Like it was towards the end of the 90s-ish, stepping into.
Yeah, I feel like she still is very grunge. Like her, R.I.P. But you know what I'm saying? Like
I want that necklace.
Yes.
You know the necklace? I want that necklace.
I feel like another thing too, going off of that necklace, because we've wanted it and places that I've seen it in. I feel like transitioning now into where you can find those styles now, thrifting.
Yes, definitely.
Thrifting.
There was this girl who on TikTok, I think she was in New York, and she went to like the markets that they do, and she said that there was this lady who was selling like jewelry, and she said she found I think it was a Cartier, I think it was that. But she found a watch, like an old watch, and this lady was selling it for $5.
Yeah.
And she like got it, and she's like, I just have to clean it up, fix the thing, and like it's like brand spanking new. And it's this thing where it's like, it's cool because it's like, most people are like, oh, since it's old last season, like they don't, or like it's old.
I feel like going off of that too, like thrifting is a great place. Obviously for you and me, our mom's closet was a great place. Like she had a lot of like little mini handbags, right, which are also on trend now.
The bootcut jeans too.
My aunt, she is a legend. Shout out to my tia Karina. For my birthday, she got me the Juicy Couture bracelet, the heart one. That you can, it was like a charm bracelet, so you could put charms on it. And I had like the little blue heel as a charm. Yeah. And I think I had like a few other ones. Yeah. That bracelet to me, I still have it to this day, and I still wear it, and I feel so cool. And then she also gave me a mini Coach bag.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, a mini Coach bag that like I still have and I could still wear. Yeah. And style as Y2K.
Definitely.
Like, so I think like also that like your family members' closets.
Yes, my family members' closets. This is Leslie, because I don't have any like color. But yeah, and I think like I said, like now it's a lot of like thrifting, and I think it's like cool because it's like a lot of people think of thrifting. It's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna go to Goodwill, and it's like, but you don't understand. You go to the good sections or the good areas of thrifting. Go to the
thrift stores in Beverly Hills.
You're gonna find a Prada bag. You're gonna find a bag
for $20.
Chanel. Yeah. So like you have to know where
you go.
Yeah.
If you're going downtown LA, well, come on now. But if you go to the good places,
you're gonna find
You're gonna find great things. So there's that. There's
a lot of also like I feel like even though technically this is like a different era we're in and stuff, but there's a lot of designers who are bringing back that thing, especially with the Met Gala when they did for the Chanel dude. What's it? Chanel.
Karl Lagerfeld.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of the Chanel like runway thing.
If we ever get a deal with Chanel,
I'm so sorry.
Somebody bring this moment back up. So what's the guy guy's name?
If I don't get invited, but Leslie does, I understand. It's because, okay, in my
I
head...
know Wintour's gonna be like, you don't even know, but like, that's your entry. What's his name?
Carl.
Carl. You know what I think of?
Because, okay,
Carl from Jimmy Neutron.
because you know why I couldn't
You
think of
say it
his
like
name?
that.
Because I was thinking of Dua Lipa and the Chanel dress that she wore.
No? It was Versace that was inspired by Chanel.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a nice dress. But I was trying to go to the point that Dua Lipa right now and Olivia Rodrigo are the two versions of Y2K.
The pop queens.
Pop queen is Dua Lipa, but the pop, like the punk princess is Olivia Rodrigo.
I see that. So it's like the both eras of that would be that. And then I feel like if I could go and say the punk, almost like rock star, would be Phoebe Bridgers, a Y2K.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And I feel like during that time, if you think about it, we had like Fast and the Furious. So it was what was her name? The Suki. Is it Suki?
Yeah.
And then also when she came out in the Met Gala again, everyone's like, "We missed you," and she still looks the same.
Yeah, I feel like also those movies were very Y2K.
Yes.
Like I could still
Her
the
car.
second movie,
Yes. Her car. Her whole outfit.
Y2K.
Isn't she wearing like some pink like leather pants or something in that iconic picture with
shirt.
Paul Walker?
Yep, with their cars.
Yes, and I think right now we don't call it Y2K, you know, like early 2000s. We tend to do a lot of like rock stars girlfriend.
Yeah, but it's still the
it's still similar vibe. So we have is it the Devin Lee Carson?
Yes, Devin Lee Carson.
When she was with.
Yeah. Don't talk about mom and dad's breakup.
But like, cause right now she's like more of like a Sophia Richie type of vibe. Like, I
feel like she's still very Y2K. I feel like she just went from Rockstar's girlfriend Y2K to
pop princess
Y2K. And I feel like she's like the blueprint for Y2K outfits because it's like it'll be like different every time, but they still like it's Devin. If that makes any sense.
Exactly.
I think something that she does very well is pairing like short skirts or even like dresses with the little kitten heels. The little bags too. And the little bags. That to me, 10 out of 10. So it's like, but yeah, she is someone right now who is a style icon for Y2K, which I love.
She's another like in the middle-ish of Y2K during that time. Yeah.
Also a designer that I think in a way reminds me a little bit of Y2K is Sandy Ling. She did a collab with Baggu. I don't know if that was
yes, the bows. Yes, yeah. I was like this name sounds familiar, but I'm like working slowly. Like my brain is working slowly.
She's waking up. But I feel like a lot of outfits you could find on like
Thrifting, Depop. I feel like Redbubble stickers. I feel like I was gonna say Poshmark, but you have to like specifically add in the little search bar what you're looking for. And you have to really like go down to do it.
eBay is a surprising one because you can find a lot of vintage stuff.
Yes, surprising. I was also gonna say Amazon, but I feel like Amazon's good for when you're going to like a concert, like if you're going to like Taylor Swift or like Dua Lipa, like you'll find like the iconic, like the butterfly tops, the sequence one, like that's where you'll find it.
That's also very.
And Y2K. The pants, yeah.
Very Y2K. Yeah.
And like I feel like everyone has it, but I feel like if you don't have something related to like that top, it's like you missed out.
Yeah. What is the designer that designed that? The butterfly. Do you want to look it up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now that you brought it up, I'm like, Nelly.
I love that top. I wanted that for my Harry Styles one. Because also Olivia Rodrigo wore to it was one of her pictures that she did for when it was a sour one. Yeah. And she has that shirt on. She has her long hair. Like, she has her hair, like, slightly curled and, like, white jeans and stuff.
Also, I feel like, Olivia Rodrigo's music videos have a lot of Y2K inspo.
Yes.
And that's due to Petra Collins being the director.
Yeah.
Also, halter tops were a big thing.
Yes.
Y2K. Mm-hmm. I feel like I love that era. Like, I'm picturing a scene in the OC. No, not the OC. In, also the OC. But in One Tree Hill with Sophia Bush wearing, I think it was a red halter top or a pink halter top with her bell-bottom jeans.
Yes.
And then the heels. I forgot what episode it was, but...
here we go. So
Why does your voice get louder?
Okay, so it was Mariah Carey that debuted this shirt in their VH1 Divas live concert in the 2000s where she wore the iconic pink and green bedazzled butterfly top by Emmanuel
Ungaro.
Ungaro. With low-rise jeans, and this, like, the top was like a popular top that like was then and is now.
It's because, like, if you think about it right
I'm gonna
now,
look for this picture.
You wanted to make a Y2K outfit, Natalie. Your hair, exactly how you have the little spiky bits, right?
Yeah.
Just add a little bit of, like, those glitter clips.
Yes.
You have that butterfly shirt that's sparkly and glittery. You have, like, denim jeans. Let's just say that they have a little bit of glitter, like giving that true religion, you know? And then you can even have, like, glittery cowboy boots, or you could have your sandals.
Why did we forget about Mariah Carey? She was an also icon during the 2000s. And then we have now Dua Lipa wearing it, but as a dress.
It's evolved, but it's still the same vibe.
Yes.
So, I mean, we love that.
Now is how do we, like, incorporate that into our day-to-day life? Like, a lot of us have, like, office jobs or, like, clothing, like, depending on what our job is. But how do we, like, without us even noticing, incorporate Y2K styles in?
I think right now the biggest thing is the claw clip.
Claw clips.
Every day.
Or chunky boots.
Chunky boots. Also, I think in the makeup, I'm letting it out into the world. I would love to do a photo shoot with Petra Collins.
Yeah.
Or a music video. Like, I could be in the background. I don't care. Actually, no, I do care. Petra, put the camera on me.
We're getting so off track.
Can I be your muse? Well, because I love her style. It's very Y2K.
Yes.
But it's also very, like, punk. And very,
it is.
Like,
I think that's why it's just so great why she's doing the music videos with Olivia.
You know, she did the one with Selena Gomez, Fetish.
Yes.
I think that was the first one that I was like,
whoa.
I mean, and also I knew she had done some work with Nylon magazine.
Mm-hmm.
She did, like, Tevi, I don't know how to say her name. But she did a couple of photo shoots for them. And I thought she was really cool. Anyways, this is also a Petra Collins fan page.
This is an everything.
This is Lizzie McGuire, Petra Collins,
Dua Lipa, Olivia Rodrigo, Paris Hilton. I'm just gonna keep on adding. Charles Leclerc. Right.
Taylor Swift. I love all of you guys.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, if you guys follow us on our social media, on our Instagram, we will be posting this week a few inspos of the Y2K fashion.
Yes.
But also, we will be posting places that you could shop at to get Y2K outfits.
Some of our favorite too.
Yeah, a couple of places that you could thrift at, or like Instagram shops, or even just some of our favorite items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then finally, after like 2-3, I think it was like a month. I'm going to say a month. We're caught up on videos. I had a problem. Anyways, I talk about it in the video chefs, but I'm not going to talk about it here. But we're finally caught up, so there's no more me being behind on videos. But yes, so that is this week's episode.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Please don't forget to leave us a review and share this podcast with your loved ones, acquaintances, really anybody and everyone who will listen.
We will be releasing a new episode every Wednesday, and the YouTube videos go live on Sundays. So just remember, you guys can follow us at fashionablylate.podcast on our Instagram, on our TikTok, and on our YouTube.
Sending you lots of love and virtual hugs. Can't wait to see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.